Assalamu alaikum. In our previous lectures, we discussed on nutrition and we ended our discussion on nutrition. Nutrition, which was the first life process. So, dear students, now we will start with respiration. So, we all know what we are going to study in respiration, how the absorbed food is converted into energy. So, now we see there are so many activities, for example, digestion, which takes place inside our body. So, in order to perform all these activities, energy is needed. So, from where does this energy comes from? This energy comes from food. So, we already saw that this food got digested. Where was the food digested? It was digested partially in stomach and partially in the small intestines. We also saw that the food got well absorbed. Where was it absorbed? In the ileum and jejunum of small intestines. But the absorbed food was then assimilated as well. Assimilated means the food energy was stored in the assimilated molecules. That means assimilated molecules hold the energy. Till this point, we have already talked about in nutrition. Now the question is, how is this energy released so that we can utilize this energy for various activities? Because still now we only see that there are some molecules which hold energy. That means the food which is digested and absorbed is now present in some molecules. But how do we free that energy so that it can be used for other purposes? So, how we are going to reget that energy release? So, that is what we are going to talk about respiration. So, the question is how this energy is released. It is released by oxidation of the assimilated molecules. So, how oxidation will take place? So, for oxidation, we need oxygen. और ये ऑक्सीजन हमें कहाँ मिलता है? ये ऑक्सीजन हमें, जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं कि जो ऑक्सीजन है ये प्रेजेंट होता है एटमॉस्फेयर में. नियरली अबाउट 21% ऑफ ऑक्सीजन वो मौजूद होता है एटमॉस्फेयर में. तो हम एटमॉस्फेयर में से ही ऑक्सीजन लेते हैं. जिस तरह से एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस होती है प्लांट्स में बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस के दौरान, प्लांट्स कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेते हैं, उसी तरह जो एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस एनिमल्स में होती हैं वो होती हैं रेस्पिरेशन के ज़रिए. तो हम क्या रेस्पिरेशन के दौरान हम ऑक्सीजन लेते हैं. सो ऑक्सीजन हैज़ टू बी टेकन इन फ्रॉम द एटमॉस्फेयर. So this respiration will talk about the oxidation of food to produce energy, and it will also talk about how do organisms obtain energy, oxygen from external environment. Now this phenomenon of respiration happens not only in case of animals but in plants also. In fact, it happens in all living organisms. So here we will now talk about the process of respiration. So what happens in respiration? As I mentioned, that oxidation of assimilated molecules release their bond energy, because still the process of once the food is absorbed, their energy is stored inside molecules. So their energy is stored as the bond energy of the molecules. We want that energy to get released. So what happens? Oxidation of the assimilated molecules. What are these assimilated molecules? They are nothing but the simple food particles, because the complex food was converted into the most simple form. So, simplest form of food would mean glucose. So this glucose is oxidized. This glucose is nothing but the assimilated molecules. So this glucose in presence of oxygen will give carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. And this energy is what we are looking at. So this energy is actually released and is utilized for various activities happening inside our body. Now, this glucose is not only in the form of exact glucose or any other food material. So, which material needed to create glucose? For example, when we take sweet foods, they are a rich source of glucose themselves, while other foods provide materials which are needed to create glucose. So, end of the day, when those complex food materials get converted into simpler and simpler forms, at the end we receive some simple things like glucose. So, this simplest form will get oxidized in presence of oxygen and it will form carbon dioxide, water and energy. So this carbon dioxide will then be released out because again this carbon dioxide is a byproduct of respiration and it is something which we don't want. So carbon dioxide is released out. Now, how is this released energy stored as ATP? What is ATP? It stands for adenosine triphosphate. You can see the pictorial formula of adenosine triphosphate, and right side of this picture is adenosine and in the left side is triphosphate. You see there are three phosphate groups 1, 2 and 3. Dear students, आज के लेक्चर में इतना ही. इंशाअल्लाह जो दूसरा वीडियो बनाएंगे उसमें इससे आगे हम शुरू करेंगे. थैंक यू.